Phoenix Audio presents
Double Deuce by Robert B. Parker. Her name was Devona Jefferson. She was going to be 15 years old on April 23, and she had a daughter 3 months, 10 days old, whom she had named Crystal after a white woman on television. Crystal had the same dark chocolate skin her mother had, and the large eyes. She probably looked like her father, too, because some of her didn't look like Devona. But Devona didn't know which one the father was, and she didn't care, because Crystal was all hers anyway, the first thing she'd ever had that was all hers. She loved carrying Crystal, loved the weight of her, the smell of her hair, the soft spot still in the back of her skull, where the white lady doctor at City had told her the skull hadn't grown together yet. They were together most of the time, because there was no one to leave Crystal with. But Devona didn't mind much. Crystal was a quiet baby, and Devona would carry her around and talk with her about their life together, and what it would be like when Crystal got bigger, and how they'd be friends when Crystal grew up, because they'd only be 14 years apart. She had Crystal dressed that day in a new snowsuit with a little hood that she'd bought at Filene's with money she'd gotten from a boyfriend named Tallboy, who dealt dope and might be Crystal's father. It was white satin with lace at the hood, and she liked the way Crystal's face looked, so black in the middle of white satin. Devona had on a pink sweatsuit with pink high-cut sneakers that she wore with rainbow shoelaces. It was a warm spring, and she wasn't wearing anything over the sweatsuit, even though she had Crystal bundled in her snowsuit. She was on Hobart Street. It wasn't her turf, but she wasn't down special with one gang, and she might have even duked one of the Hobart Street froze sometime. She wasn't sure. Still, she felt the little tight feeling in her stomach when the van crawled up behind her and followed along as she walked. She always felt a little protected when she had Crystal. People were usually more careful about a baby, and she always felt like she could protect her baby, which made her feel like she could protect herself. She rounded the corner by Double Deuce with the spring sun warm in her face. The van came around behind her. Somebody spoke to her from the passenger side. "You tall boy, slut." "I'm no one, slut," she said. "I'm Crystal's mama." Somebody else in the van said, "Yeah, she's tall, boys." And something exploded in her head. She never heard the shots that killed her and killed Crystal. There were 12 of them.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?